you stay private, nobody really knows your business like that. And when you keep your business and you keep your milestones and your achievements and your success to yourself, you don't have a lot of haters and naysayers or people around you trying to attack your achievements, your milestones. If you keep things private, if you win in silence and you move in silence, people are not going to have anything to attack or try to ruin or try to diminish. Every time you're winning, you're always going to have haters. You're always going to have naysayers trying to attack you, trying to come for you, trying to derail you from your purpose. But when it's all quiet and it's between you and God, you have so much more blessings because not everybody knows what you're doing. Not everybody is up to your achievements, your successes. You don't have people in your business like that. Winning in silence is just more peaceful. And I had to learn that the hard way, because every time I try to share my success with certain people, you have people that they don't want to help you. You're always going to have people that's never going to want to help you. They're going to want to use you. They're going to want to take advantage of you. They're only going to want to be around you for the gossip, for the tea, when you're going through it, when you're on your downfall. But people are not really there to try to help you win. You're always going to have strangers or people that you don't know helping you to win and succeed than your own closest friends or your family. When you keep things very private, not only that you learn how to mind your business, but you do not need to seek validation or support from other people. You don't need other people's opinions, or you don't need your friends or your family's support, approval to win, because you have that validation within you. God gave you that validation. You don't need other people to validate if you're going to succeed or if you're going to win. You don't need outside sources. Like, God will bless you in front of the people that is going to help you win. Y'all ever wonder why the people that y'all so close to or the people that y'all surround yourself with, they're not the ones supporting you, and then you feel discouraged? Don't ever feel discouraged. Don't ever feel sad, because God will always put you in a position where outside people that you don't know, strangers, they're the ones who's going to support you. They're the ones who's going to help elevate you, bring you to that next milestone. And this is another reason why you should always remain private with your personal life. Trust is very rare nowadays. You can't trust everybody. You sometimes cannot even trust your family. For example, for me, if I tell someone I know something, then everybody else knows. They may not know that same day, but they end up finding out. And I'm like, how the hell did you find out? Like, how did you know this information? And what I'm trying to tell y'all is trust is very rare. Like, believe it or not, I don't care if it's from your friends. I don't care if it's from your family. I don't care if it's your neighbors. You got to be careful. Who are you trusting? Who are you telling your business to? Because once you open your mouth and you tell someone something, whether it's good or bad, it travels really fast. Private life is just a good life. You just become way more peaceful. Not everybody is in your business. Not everybody is gossiping about you, spreading rumors about you. Now, this is another reason why you guys should not overshare, especially on social media. I remember when back to school was starting and I was seeing so many parents on Instagram, they were posting their kids, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But be careful posting your kids' uniform. You know how the uniform, it says the school's name right here. A lot of parents was posting their kids' school name. I don't post my daughter's school name. I'll post my daughter and I'll post her on a close friends, but I will never post my daughter's location of her school. You don't know who's watching your social media. You don't know who's watching your kids. You have to be very careful. You gotta be very mindful, because the internet is not a joke. It's not a game. There's people constantly harassing people. There's people constantly trying to track people. There's sex traffickers on the internet. There's human trafficking on the internet. There's police. There's detectives. This is how they find out violent criminals. This is how they can track down other criminals. This is how people track down innocent people, especially if you have a car. Do not post your license plate on your social media. Always cover up your license plate, because with your license plate, they could find out your information and they could track down your car, and then they're going to track where you at, where you living at. You have to be careful what y'all post. If you are a parent, please do not post your kids' school location on social media, on Instagram. You just never ever know who's watching. And even if your Instagram is private, people are watching you, and they're going to tell a friend, they're going to tell a sister, they're going to tell their brother, like, oh, she lives here. Oh, her child goes to school here. Oh, she's driving this kind of car. Like, you just never know. It's the same thing as number one. You can't be telling everybody your business, because even the people that you trust the most, they're the ones who give you the highest disappointments. The people that you love the most, they're the ones who are quick to betray you. When I was pregnant and I told my mom not to tell anybody, My mom ended up telling everybody that I was pregnant. So everybody in my family, they already knew. People that I did not want to know already knew. And I was kind of mad at my mom, but then I couldn't be too mad because she was just super excited. But even if you have good news, don't tell anybody, because you don't want good news to travel fast and people are just preying on your downfall. People are just harassing you and constantly calling you like, oh, when you gonna get that money? Can you give me some money? Can you lend me this? Like, you gotta keep things private. Don't ever post your license plate, your child's school location, your building, your location. People are becoming creepy. Hackers are becoming smarter. And us that are posting shit online, we just becoming dumber because we don't know what's going on. But God forbid a robbery takes place. These are necessary steps you can do to prevent this. Especially if you got nice jewelry, you have money, you have a good job, you live in a nice penthouse. I don't care. Just don't post that online. Flexing is not something to brag about online, especially when you know you got people who's trying to target you, when you know you got people who is jealous, who's angry, who don't have nothing to lose. They will come and target people that have so much because they have so little. Not only that, you got to be careful what you post online, but be careful who you invite to your house. When I say this, it's because I really mean this. A lot of people are just so nosy. They want to be in your house because they want to be in your business. They want to know how your room is. They want to know how your apartment is. They just want to be nosy. And some people are nosy like that, and not in a good way. You know, they will probably take pictures of your house when you're not looking, when you're using the bathroom. I actually had someone taking photos of my house, which was weird. But be careful of the friends that they never invite you to their house. They never invite you to their family. You don't know anything about them. They're very mysterious, very kind of creepy, but they know where you live in. They know where your family live in. They know what kind of car you drive. They know everything about you, but you don't know anything about them. Be very careful of these kind of friends, because these kind of friends are very nosy. They want to know everything about you. They want to have so much access to you, which is weird and creepy. These be the kind of friends that they will spread your business, tell everybody where you live in, tell people like, oh, I was in her house, she lives here. They will betray you. And also, energy is very transferable. If you got people coming into your house and they fighting demons, be aware of the STD. People are fighting demons. People are becoming very toxic, very negative. And when they come to your house and they leave your house, all of a sudden you're very irritable. Like, you're in a bad mood, you're feeling down, you're mentally drained out, you're in a bad mood. You know why? Because you invited STDs in your house. Not sexually transmitted demon, but spiritually transmitted demon. People are fighting demons every day. So just be very careful, because energy is very transferable. And another reason why you should just remain private is because privacy, it just teaches you to disconnect with the real world and connect with yourself. I feel like nowadays we're living in a generation where everyone is so addicted to their phones. They are so addicted. And when we do events, when we do gatherings, everyone is constantly on their phone. And when you're on your phone, you're not living. You're not in the present moment. You missed everything that's going on because you're constantly on your phone. And sometimes you just need to connect with yourself. Live in the present moment. If you're with family, if you're with friends, if you're with your loved ones, just put your phone away and just embrace that family time, or embrace time by yourself, because you really get to know who you are. You get to connect with yourself as an individual. You get to connect with God. You get to connect on a spiritual level. And sometimes you need a detox. You need a detox from everyone around you. You need a detox from your loved ones. You just need to be by yourself and embrace your solitude. Enjoy that time being by yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with a cleanse here and there. Sometimes you need a cleanse from everybody, because we naturally carry people's burdens. Sometimes we put others before ourselves, that we forget to put ourselves first. We forget to take care of our mental health. That's how you become a better mother, a better father, a better sister, a better friend, a better family member. When you just connect with yourself and just take a moment to just have peace, serenity, embrace your solitude, and bring positive energy around you. And another thing is that for those who constantly post their life on social media, how are you living? How are you being present? I know this generation specifically, we are addicted to our phones, but that becomes very toxic. It's something about waking up, looking at your phone, going to bed, looking at your phone. It's something about that it creates very bad habits. And now we're waking up with bad thoughts. Now we're going to sleep with bad thoughts, because you don't know what you're consuming. You could be consuming negative things online or bad energy, and you're bringing that with you in your sleep. You're waking up to that energy when you wake up. Before you go to bed, try not to be on your phone. When you wake up, try not to be on your phone. Why don't you pray? Why don't you set positive affirmations? The whole point of this content is to not overshare. And I just wanted to make this content because you have to be careful what you post online. You got to also be careful who you trust. I know growing up, I always had certain people in my life that they always would want to come to my house, but they never invited me to their house. And I always thought about that for so many years. And I'm telling you guys, if you have people like this in your life, they always want to be in your house or in your personal space, but they never invite you to theirs. Just be careful, because that friend, they may not have bad intentions, but it's just something about that I find very weird and creepy. And nowadays, people just want to have so much access to you, to be nosy, to know your personal business. And you don't know if they have the right intentions. You don't know if they have the right agenda. I mean, when I mean trust is very hard, it is super, super hard. It is very rare nowadays. So just please be careful. And I hope you guys like this content. And if you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will be back for more videos.